You know, as Black History Month gets started here in February, one group is hoping to keep a piece of Tennessee's African-American heritage standing. News Channel 5's Eric Hilt has more on the effort to preserve Promised Land.
With historical markers surrounding it, it's easy to see this one-room building is much more than a church.
It's part of our history and part of the story.
A story about Promised Land, a Dickson County community established by African Americans in the 1860s and made up of recently freed slaves.
It was one of the first places that was set aside for African Americans in Tennessee to settle,
including Serena Gilbert's great-grandparents.
My mother's grandmother lived right next door to this building.
The church building was the center of a community that Gilbert says offered hope to her ancestors.
They came out of slavery and settled here. So this was a whole new world, a new opportunity for them.
At its height, Promised Land was home to dozens of families.
They had their own stores. They had their own churches.
But throughout the 20th century, the community shrank. Now the nearly 100-year-old church's foundation is sinking. The walls are tilting, and historic parts of the building need repairs.
Structurally, yes, there are several things, both exterior and interior, that would need to be looked at.
That's why the Promised Land Heritage Association is raising money to keep the piece of Tennessee history standing.
In order to restore the Promised Land Church, we need to, at a minimum, raise $75,000.
Money that Gilbert says will help the community continue to inspire hope.
It still offers promise, not just for me, but for the future as well.
In Dickson County, Eric Hilt, News Channel 5.